of countries, because you know that's what you are, right? You are presidents of countries. Each and every one of you are your own country. That's what I used to say. I said I am my own country. I am the Secretary of Defense, the Secretary of Health, the Secretary of Finance, the Secretary of Education. I am the Secretary of everything, of everything. I am like a country with departments and compartments, and I am the president of my country. Okay? And that's how I see all of you, as presidents of your countries, because you are doing it by yourselves. You are all those things. Okay? So, good morning, presidents. And that makes you all celebrities. And I happen to be working with the greatest celebrities of all time. All you all. All you all. Okay. You are the greatest celebrities because you are all presidents of your own country. Snap that. Okay. I just thought I'd do that because I thought my side view would look so much better. Okay. Okay, I'm being ridiculously silly today, but whatever. Okay, so this is the Billie Eilish reading. I barely know much about the little girl, but my ancestors said the era of social media musicians and writers and things like that is coming to an end. Okay, social media creativity is coming to an end if the person is not talented. The era of the popular but untalented is coming to an end, and a new era is coming, and there will be a wave, a change where what you can do is going to be just as important as who you are, maybe. Anyway, when they say that, they immediately started scouring for the new wave, because a wave starts somewhere and grows, right? And we came across Billie Eilish. Now, I really love her music. I love rock. If you know all Southern Africans my age, you would know that we all love rock. We all have Bon Jovi and we all have Van Halen, because when we're drunk and we're done with African music, when we're really, 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 really drunk, we become hard rock headbangers. Okay, so I really loved Billie Eilish's music. I did. I don't know about the younger generation, but I felt her. Okay, I really, really felt her. So what I'm gonna do though is I decided to do something a little interesting, because Billie Eilish and Young Miami are sort of the same age. So I decided that I would do Billie Eilish to the right and Young Miami to the left. Even though, and Young Miami is from some group in some southern part of America. I just picked it out of nothing, really. So I thought I would compare the two just for the fun of it. If it doesn't work out, I am just going to not even download it. Okay, so Billie Eilish. Okay, I've been told to shake separately since I've decided to play with fire. So I am going to take, I'm going to take one out and leave the other. Then I'm actually, because they've got nothing to do with each other except that they're the same industry, I'm going to put this. Thank you. I'm being corrected as we go along. Then I'm going to do Billie Eilish. Billie Eilish. Billie Eilish. Billie Eilish. In walks a girl, a soul that has privilege. She was definitely born into a privileged household. She plays it down though, but she was born into a very privileged household. Okay. She suffers from a genetic something that she got from her grandfather who was very wealthy, and it makes her miserable. It gives her depression. Everything she's always wanted to do, she's never been able to do. And the one thing that she thought she didn't want to do, is music, is exactly what she is doing. Gifted she is. Talented she is. Okay? Let's not take it away from her. So now, ladies and gentlemen, Billie Eilish, whose music I love. I haven't bought it yet because I'm not a fan. I only buy when I'm a fan. I have to take it all at once. If it stays, it stays. Billie Eilish. And this is Billie. Okay. So now I am going to shake Young Miami just because they're about the same age, same era, and one is white, one is black. I'm kind of playing devil's advocate. Okay. I imagine they are about as popular as, each, around the same level of popularity. Obviously, Billie Eilish is making lots and lots of money. She's probably a multi-millionaire. And Young Miami is not making any as yet. Okay. I can even tell that, Billie Eilish is rich because she got most of the money shells. Yes. She got most of the money shells, and Young Miami only has one money shell left. But she got most of them. So, they are different, but they are in music at the same time as the changeover is happening, right? So I just want to check that. Okay. Young Miami. Young Miami. Young Miami. And in walks a really cocky female. She's extremely violent. Okay, she likes to use her hands, and she uses her hands. She can barely control her temper. She's uncontrollable. I'm looking at her in shock. Okay, and she exhibits a lot of rage. Wow. I'm surprised because I've seen pictures of this girl and I've watched one or two of her interviews, and she looks so calm when she is talking. But this girl is a beast. This girl is cruel and revels in it. This girl is the exact opposite of Billie Eilish's background. Billie Eilish is very upper class and plays it down. She makes us believe she is middle class, which is what most musicians do. Okay? Most musicians who are from very wealthy families like Maroon 5 and them, they all pretend they are poor so that we can buy their music. Okay? Poverty does sell, people, for those of you who don't know that. Anyway, she is from extreme grinding poverty with very little education. What she has are street smarts. And even then, she's had to bend over for a lot of men to get where she is. This is for entertainment purposes only. Not to be taken seriously. We are just having fun. And we need to say that because this girl... we need to say it out loud because this girl has been fucked by a whole bunch of men to get where she is. Alrighty. Girls and boys, your Royal Highnesses, presidents of complete and absolutely powerful nations, I introduce you to Billie Eilish versus Young Miami. The future is in front of us. Now let's all become secretaries of entertainment. Okay. Let's all become secretaries of entertainment in this here countries. In these here countries of ours, let's all become, and let us be in this board meeting right here, right now. Frankly speaking, we are testing the rise because we're scientists. This right here is metaphysical science. And scientists have to test things. So we are testing the rise of a Caucasian musician with that of an African American musician who are about the same age. Right? How is their human experience different? Okay. Young Miami has had to have sex with so many people. And it wasn't just once off. There were threesomes. Today's my day of seeing threesomes everywhere. There were threesomes. Okay? There was group sex. There was, if vaginas were tested and mileage was somehow given, young Miami has a lot of mileage on her goods. But we ain't mad at her. We ain't mad, people, because we gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta hustle to make yours, okay? We ain't mad. She's working hard. She is working very hard. I always say I will have no shame even standing in a street corner if it's gonna pay the rent. And her standing in a street corner has paid the rent. Having laughed, let's be serious about this, and let's say those who are born underprivileged have to do some shit to get where they want to be. It's not an easy climb. And especially the entertainment business is especially the worst. And the black female is at the bottom. Okay. Now let's go to Billie Eilish. Okay. So young Miami is in a relationship that has nothing to do with love. I don't know who she is with, but it has to do with coin, not love. And he is in a relationship with her for the same reason. That couple is not a real couple. Well, they're real enough because there is sex here. There's definitely sex here. But the metaphysical is saying they are doing it for you guys. For your countries. They are to propel them higher. They literally had a meeting, checked out their fan base, realized that their fan base was the same. Yeah, that's what they're telling me, even though I'm playing with my hands. They literally had a meeting, checked out their fan bases, shared them, saw that their fan bases were similar, like similar age groups, similar race, similar occupations, all that stuff. And they decided that if we double teamed up, right, and we went public, our joint fan bases will grow. And it appears to be very, very, very successful. It appears they are doing their thing. They do have sex together a lot. They do travel a lot together too. They travel a lot together behind the scenes, even where we don't see, in comparison to what we do see if we are seeing them. I don't know who she's dating. But anyway, young Miami and him, they admit that they are not in love, but the pum pum and the coochie coochie and the dick, they really enjoy being together. I don't know if young Miami is pregnant or if she's gonna be. There seems to be either a baby or I'm sensing a baby or an abortion or something. Something's going on here. If I don't forget as we go along, I will throw my shells to ask that question about young Miami and the guy. But there's no love here. Not like the kind of love that we expect. It's not there. There is respect for each other. There is that. I really think people are confusing relationships these days. I just think so. It's my opinion. Okay, so over here we have Billie Eilish, right? Who is Caucasian, privileged, but with a very strong disability that she downplays. She has a terrible disability and she downplays it. Yet it gives her so much depression. Sometimes she can, here she is, sometimes she can barely wake up from this depression of it. Like, do I have to live this life? Why am I living this life? Right? And I see attempts at ending her life. Even if she doesn't kind of go through with it, she thinks about it. This girl is very much surrounded by a very loving family and a very loving support system. But she wants a boyfriend and she doesn't have one. See? A desire for a boyfriend, no boyfriend. A desire for a boyfriend, no boyfriend. And she doesn't have one. And that's really because of a disability which they downplay. But she says she's got too much work. She's, she makes excuses even for herself and her family too. Her family is very protective, but they make excuses for her too, right? She meets a guy. She really, really likes him. He doesn't like her. He doesn't like her because she's got that disability which makes her very quiet. But when she goes up on stage or when she's singing, she goes into another persona. She becomes someone else. In comparison to Young Miami here, Young Miami goes on stage, the girl becomes herself. Okay, the girl loses it, because she just loves that. She loves showing her curves. She loves seeing and being seen. She has the real celebrity soul. Billie Eilish has a non-celebrity soul. Billie Eilish wanted to express her creativity in some other way. Some other way that doesn't really make it up front and center. Some other way where she doesn't have screaming fans. Some other way where she feels all great. I'm even more isolated from people now than I was before because her disability isolated her. So all her life she wanted to become a part of something, right? She wanted to become part of humanity. Her fame has isolated her even more. She's devastated. Because now she's even more in her own cage, a cage of her own making, when all she wanted to do was socialize with the world. This madame here, on the other hand, is guzzling the booze. Okay, she is living it up. She's really traveling with this guy. Really traveling. This guy has opened up her world. Not just the sex world, because I see they do some shit with other people, obviously, because they're in it for the business, right? But he's really showing her another side of the music industry and the perks of it that she didn't know about. By the way, he's a really nice guy. Whoever he is, he has a temper, a real horrible temper, and a foul mouth. But he is very generous. And besides the foul mouth and the horrible temper, he doesn't lay hands on a bitch. He, if he says he's gonna do something for you, he will do it. So it's his mouth. He runs his mouth nonstop. But he will do it. He is more sensitive than he is given credit for. The one who isn't sensitive is Young Miami. She's not sensitive at all, man. She's hard as a rock. I mean, she keeps on saying my life, the way I was born and my lifestyle, that is what has made me who I am. Okay. So we go to the reluctant star, the one who doesn't really like to sing. She says, no, I don't. I don't like it. I could be a songwriter with enough training, but singing, no. I don't even think I write songs. Okay, I just have to tell you guys that the really gifted people of the world never think they did good. And she is very typical. She is naturally gifted for real. I didn't believe it until she just said that. That she thinks with enough training she could be a great songwriter. Real creative people, their souls are always saying that. Always. Like if you do a Stephen King soul, he's always saying, I could have written it better. I could have done it better. And that's basically what she's saying. This girl is also a very old soul. She is extremely old and extremely sensitive. This girl is very, very kind and giving. If you are in the music industry and you also come across Billie Eilish, because she's going to be really, really famous, more famous than she is right now. If you come across her, she will do stuff for you to raise your profile for no other reason, but just because she wants to help. Okay? Her privilege, she completely understands, makes her feel kind of guilty, but she says, oh, well, I have this other health issue that nobody else does. The health issue, she plays it down. I think, is Tourette syndrome? I think I remember seeing her on Ellen, and I didn't really expect it to come up because she played it down. But it appears that disease is what and who Billie Eilish is. It has claimed her soul, and it is worse than we think and worse than her people try to tell us it is. It is worse. To the point that she can't even have a relationship. So, Billie, how do you feel when you're on stage? Good. But I'm glad when it's over. Young Miami, how do you feel when you're on stage? Good, good, and good. Her soul, Young Miami soul, says everything with a smile. It's actually a very genuine smile, okay? So I imagine Young Miami has a beautiful smile because her soul says everything with a genuine smile. Isn't that interesting? Genuine. Yet, she's as mean as three rocks bumping against each other. I just made that up. I just made that saying. I like it. I'm going to keep it. Okay. So, she's mean as hell. Okay. She is unfriendly. She's dog eat dog. And if you're in the music industry, try not to meet her because she ain't helping you. Okay. She very much reminds me of Cardi B. She's very interesting. Okay. So anyway, what does the future have in store for Billie Eilish? She says she's going to be more famous than Madonna. I knew it. She says, I'm going to be a very famous rocker chick. And I won't like it. But I'm doing what I gotta do. Okay. What does the future have in store for Young Miami? And it pops out babies. I knew it. I'm eventually gonna have to find a really rich dude and give him a child so that I can secure my future. My climb is way too slow. Okay. I'm now going to push both these souls where they've never been before. Because like I told you people, I am practicing for the history books. And also for my tutors when I get home. I was just talking to one of my tutors this morning, and I said, I need to push myself a little further because, I'm about to get home now. Alrighty. So I'm about to push these two souls into the future so that they can predict for us. Tell us what they don't know, but will now know. Okay? Of the trends of music. How's that? Shall we try? I'm going to start with the very, very, very serious Billie Eilish because she doesn't laugh easily. She's very, very intense. She's a very intense personality, and it actually comes out in her music. Her music is who she is, as I've just discovered right now. Her music is who she is. She's very intense. She doesn't laugh. So, okay. So, what's the trend gonna be since they are winds of change? Oh. She says less women are going to be famous and more men are going to be famous. She says more male stars are going to be famous, and so more money will be flowing towards the males in comparison to the females. She says the females will become less busty, less assed because that didn't make money. I don't know what she means by that because some of us were born with big asses. Okay, what do you mean exactly? She predicts more racism in music. She says racism exists right now in music because we tend to make more than the black people. We make more than the black people. But I think it's because of the population. She says, that's me saying that, population-wise. There are more Caucasians with money to buy than black people with money to buy. That's what I'm saying. That's my argument, right? With her. Because we want to cover all the bases. Let's cover all the bases. She says no. She says there is that. She's not denying that. There is that. I'm not denying it. But there is also the fact that we get more airtime on more stations. And we get better contracts, more lucrative contracts. We just get better, and the getting better is going to get better, and for the non-Caucasians it's going to get worse before it gets better. Okay, so what does the future hold for us, Miss Young Miami? Okay, the struggle is real. That's what she said. With a smile. Like I said, I'm going to get me a bunch of babies and secure my money. Are you going to be famous? I'm asking her. Because she says everything with a laugh and a smile. Even though she's serious. You know what I'm saying? But you can't be sure. Are you going to be famous? Not very. Not like Aretha Franklin, but we will have our fans. Our time, though, in the limelight is not very long. 3 to 4 years. So that's why I'm trying to make the most of it while I can. Ooh, she says she's having trouble breaking into mainstream media. I'm having trouble breaking into mainstream media. The doors are just so hard to open. I'm having trouble having my music be listened to by people who are other than African American. Those doors are just so hard to open. If I were a man, they'd be a little easier, but for me, they are just so hard. And I'm so sick and tired of hearing from music executives that I have no talent. And I'm sick of sleeping with them too. Girl, you gotta use what you gotta use. Okay? Don't be sad. Don't be bitter. As long as you are making bank, okay? If you're making bank and you are slaying, you are good, mama, because life was never easy for those of us born female and in this color skin. Let's just be honest. It doesn't matter where we are in the world. It is what it is. So okay, in Africa it's a little easier because the men have a little more honor. Okay. Alrighty, so let's get back to you. Say she's tired of being told she's not talented, tired of paying with her goods for opportunity. She says, yeah, she didn't get any voice training or anything like that. Okay. But she knows what she brings to the table, and what she brings to the table is a whole lot more than they are willing to admit. Okay, so now let me ask them about their own personal future so that we can make some predictions we can all live by, okay? Because we're all very curious about other people's countries. Like, we're spying on them, people. Let's look at ourselves as spies. We are spies, okay? So, your future. I'm going to retire in my late 30s. Hopefully I would have made enough, but I don't feel like I would have made enough. I would have just made some. But you know, every year you make less sometimes if they don't think you are talented, and very few in the music industry think I have the talent. Okay. So I will just, what happened to all the other female rappers will just happen to me. Hopefully I'll just have more money. And you, are you going to be in a relationship? We are going to create a relationship for me. So in other words, they're going to manufacture, her PR people are going to manufacture a relationship for her, but not for a long time will I have a real relationship. I'm so lonely. I want to experience what other people experience. I want to do what other people do, but I've been shunned all my life. And the one thing I really wanted to do, my body wouldn't allow me to do it. Okay, so what have we learned here? What have we learned here? Okay, we have learned that two girls, one from a privileged household and one from the ghetto, pursued the same career. Right now, actually, young Miami should be more advanced. It should be at a more successful stage than Billie Eilish. But Billie Eilish is more successful because of the circumstances of their births. I do see a baby though for Billie Eilish, but years from now, she is going to have a baby. She's going to carry it and everything. She is actually going to have a child. And I do see a relationship too. The baby comes with a daddy. Obviously. All babies come with daddies. I do see a relationship. I do see marriage. And this relationship will last a very long time. Very, very long time. I do see her coming into her own, but she is gonna make bank, people. Money, 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 money. She's gonna be very, very rich, which means she's gonna be very, very successful. On the other hand, this young lady seems to have already made most of her money. Most of Billie Eilish's money, or all of it in fact, is in her past. Money, 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 money. It's all in the past. And then as the future, as she walks into the future, she has less and less and less. Oh my God, you know what she just said? She's just so sick of fucking these niggas. That's what she just said. I'm sick of fucking these niggas. That's all I know. I'm sick of fucking these niggas. You know, on this side, Billie Eilish hasn't had to have sex with anybody. Not one person. Yet, both their songs went accidentally viral. Hers went viral on social media. I think hers went viral on radio. They both went viral accidentally. So I'm glad I picked these two. They both went viral accidentally. So this is what I've worked out. And don't call a bitch biased, but this is what I have worked out. I don't know how talented Young Miami is. I do know that Billie Eilish is extremely gifted. And she's more of a nerd than Young Miami. She's a real nerd, this one. What have I learned from this? I would say I've learned that the talented will really are beginning to rise above the non-talented. If I thought Young Miami was untalented, which I don't, because I don't know the bitch. I've never listened to a single song of hers. And also, if there were no like extenuating circumstances based on race and genre and that sort of thing. So I don't know. I had fun. Anyway. Oh. Okay, we were going to ask if Young Miami was going to have a baby. And that'll be my last question. Okay. If Young Miami having a baby? Is Young Miami having a baby? Is Young Miami having a baby? I hear yes. I don't know. Is she pregnant, people? I don't know. There's babies all over. Not just one pregnancy, but it's like she is like going to just explode with baby making. Like she's just going to be giving us baby after baby after baby when she starts. That's, yes. She's having a baby. I'm not going to ask. In fact, she's having 3. Not at the same time, but they are 3. She's having a baby. If she is pregnant already, that makes sense. Thank you. You let me know if she's pregnant already, because I don't know that little girl from Adam. And then right after that, baby, there are 2 more that are coming back to back, okay? Do they have the same dad? The Young Miami's babies have the same dad. Young Miami's babies have the same dad. Miami's babies have the same dad. Yes. I'm so surprised. Because, okay, is her current boyfriend the daddy? That's the question. Is her current boyfriend the daddy? Is her current boyfriend the daddy? He better be rich. He better be rich and powerful, because I am getting a very rich and powerful black man with a wife. Okay, he is the daddy. Rich and powerful as in the music industry with a wife. But okay, is her current boyfriend the daddy? Is her current boyfriend the daddy? I've been told to pick 4, so there's a maybe there. He could be. Okay. He could be. So he could father one. But that will be very bad for her, because her current boyfriend, the one she's with, is not wealthy. So, okay. Who is... I'm going to ask. Who is Young Miami's baby daddy of her next 2 children? Let's say. Who's the baby daddy of her next 2 children? Who's the baby daddy of her next 2 children? Okay. We're just going to get like a character analysis. Oh my God. Okay. He is telling her that they are not in a relationship, yet he's putting babies in her belly. Okay. This is, I hate this. I hate this. How do you belittle making a baby? The thing is, we women shouldn't give it up so easily. We really shouldn't. Okay? We shouldn't. We should all be like African women in this instance. not all African women. There are some who just give it up. But, we should have, there should be a culture where a female doesn't give it up so easily unless she's a prostitute. That way these men would take our children into better account, right? Okay, so he lives 3 separate lives. So she's one of 3 of his baby mamas. One of 3. He lives 3 separate lives, and her life with him, she is his current one, because he fell off this board saying, we're not even in a relationship. You're just having them kids, but we're not even in a relationship. By the way, this is fortune telling. This can happen way further into the future. Just letting people know, because people try to beat me with actual current events, and I'm like, do you understand what being a psychic is? Being a psychic means you're seeing what's going to happen in the future, not what is happening today that I can read in the fucking paper. Okay, I can read that in the paper. So anyway, he is denying her, and will be denying her even as he makes 2 babies with her. Yeah, he'll be denying her. He has like a wife. I saw that before. And he lives a really, really pretty wealthy lifestyle. And he has a wife, and they have 2 kids, right? The wife is just as wealthy as he is. This could be someone like Jay-Z. It's not Jay-Z. I'm just using it because the wife is just as wealthy, and I just thought of Jay-Z and Beyonce. Beyonce is wealthy. He's wealthy. That's Young Miami's future baby daddy. He's wealthy like that. His wife is independently wealthy, and he's wealthy, and they have 2 kids, right? It wouldn't be Jay-Z. It wouldn't be Jay-Z anyway, because he's got 3 kids with Beyonce. But that's his. And there is another baby mama in the situation with 1 child. So yeah. So that would be Young Miami's the future she's planning for herself to cover her budget deficits. Okay. Her country has huge budget deficits, and she ain't playing. And good luck, girl. And also good luck to Billie Eilish. I really did like her music very much. I'm not buying it yet, but I liked it. It's intense and it's very emotional. I won't be headbanging to it. I'll still continue to headbang to Bon Jovi and Van Halen when I'm high and drunk. Okay, people. I hope this was lighthearted enough, and I hope it's made us all feel a little lighthearted. Love ya, and have a great week, people. Enjoy each other. Love on each other. Use your words instead of your fists. Let's try to get rid of violence in black genetics, no matter where it is, because that's something we all have in common. But then let's also try to get rid of violence in white genetics, no matter where it is, and in every other race's genetics too, because violence breeds violence, and we are all guilty of it. And let's use condoms, because herpes and HIV are on the rise. Either that or abstain. There are benefits to abstaining. You'll look young like me when you're almost 50. Love ya.